pregame show from the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium and our Tallman's Pharmacy broadcast location after we step aside for a 3-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Hi, this is Justin
and Sarah
with Walla Walla Toyota.
We're here to give you the incredible news that from November through the end of the year, we'll be offering $49 oil changes for all Toyotas up to 10 years old.
Whether you have a tiny Corolla or a tricked-out Tundra, your oil change will only cost you $49.
Remember that we use only genuine Toyota filters installed by a Toyota-trained technician.
Call today or schedule online at wallawallatoyota.com to lock in your $49 oil change while the offer lasts.
The cold weather is here. Stock up on winter products from L&G Ranch Supply in Walla Walla, like stock tank heaters for the animals. For pets, find heated beds and bowls. Look for in-store specials on Science Diet brand pet food. For you or as a gift, find tough insulated Carhartt bibs, jackets, and a full line of winter work gloves. Give a device on driveways and sidewalks with True Value brand ice melt. Shop L&G Ranch Supply for winter products today. Your local True Value store on East Isaacs Avenue in Walla Walla. L&G Ranch Supply.
Doyle Electric delivers an amazing range of services and products to the Walla Walla Valley. Doyle Electric's 5 divisions all strive to satisfy every customer every time. Doyle Security and Electronics is the source for all your alarm system needs. The most up-to-date security systems, fire systems, door access, and CCTV systems available to keep you, your family, and business safe and secure now and in the future. The best products and service. Doyle Electric. We care about your safety.
Are you still relying on your 401k as your retirement plan? It's time to rethink that strategy. At Hafen Financial, we specialize in retirement plans that go beyond 401ks to eliminate the guesswork. Each plan is customized to provide you the peace of mind you deserve in your retirement years. None of them involve sitting on your 401k and hoping for the best. Call Dee Hafen for your free evaluation at 509-529-9645. That's 529-9645.
Investment advisory services offered through Tucker Asset Management. Hafen Financial is independent of Tucker.
Highly contagious respiratory diseases are easily transmitted from cat to cat through direct contact, through the air by sneezing or coughing, or by contact with humans if they've been close to infected cats. Infected cats can seem to have a cold or fever and may develop pneumonia. The best protection for your cat is a regular examination and a comprehensive vaccination program provided by your local veterinarian. This message is brought to you by the Animal Clinic East, serving the Walla Walla Valley's small animal veterinary medical needs.
Pocket iNet Communications is now offering internet service that is an incredible 20 times faster than cable to the residents of Walla Walla Valley. You too can get access to this super high-speed gigabit internet by visiting pocketinet.crowdfiber.com and entering your address. That's pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. Welcome to Gigabit Country. No limits, just possibilities.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
And back once again at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium, I'm Roy Elia, concluding our pregame show. As you all know, it was presented by our good friends at Hutchins Family Farms, proud supporters of Walla High Blue Devil and Dayton Bulldog Athletics. Hutchins Family Farms engaged in our community and helping to provide the world with a safe and abundant food supply. We very much look forward to this doubleheader, a pre-Christmas double dip of Walla High Blue Devil basketball for your listening pleasure. And we will get this party started, to coin a phrase, just a few moments. First, we're going to step aside for another 3-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
This holiday season, we're reminded of the simple joys that bring us together, warm laughter, cherished family moments, and the gratitude we feel for the people around us. At Total Comfort Solutions, we're especially thankful for you, our customers, who trust us to keep your homes and businesses comfortable all year long.
From our family to yours, we wish you a happy, safe, and joy-filled holiday season. Thank you for making us a part of your home and your story.
Total Comfort Solutions, where your comfort is our priority and your trust is our greatest gift.
Need to make your house or apartment a little bigger? Hey, remodeling's expensive. All you need to do is store some of your stuff. And Burn Street RV and Mini Storage has the perfect size units for you. Burn Street RV and Mini Storage is located just off of Reese Avenue over by Memorial Golf Course, right here in Walla Walla. Call 520-1467.
First reserves to the
Get a special rate. Call now 520-1467 for Burn Street RV and Mini Storage. KHSS 2 94.1 is one of the classic. If you're a classical music lover, there's no other choice on the dial. Gorgeous classical music, honest to goodness music, and interesting relationships that will help you love your country a little more and have a greater appreciation of its creation. We conceived of Walla Walla's classical from way back in 2016. And it's finally so give Walla Walla's classical from a try. I think you'll enjoy the experience. Why is carrying such a great choice for your heating and cooling needs? There's a lot of reasons. We've been in business since 1958. Our technicians are highly trained and experienced. We install top-of-the-line equipment from Carrier, and we provide a full range of HVAC services, including plant maintenance, repairs, and phone. Plus, friendly services always guaranteed. Grassy refrigeration. Turn to the experts. Call Grassy today at 529-9700. That's 529-9700.
But that's not all we're doing. We also provide complete automotive and diagnostic services. It's pretty much anything. Hi, Zach Gooding. You don't go from doctor to doctor for your health needs, or from lawyer to lawyer for your legal needs. In the same way, we want to be your one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs. Come see us at Walla Walla Transmission, just north of West Green Sword.
Did you know that D.A. Davidson has been in business for over 87 years? Behind our history is a solid balance sheet and a legacy of community involvement. We encourage our financial advisors like Bill Fleeter and Brandon Zahn to volunteer throughout Walla Walla and give back to the causes that matter most. When planning your future, why not work with a local firm that truly cares? Visit Bill and Brandon at 102 West Main Street. Owners are Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson & Company, member SIPC.
And back at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium, Roy Elia coming in from our Collins Pharmacy broadcast location at Northside here at Walla High Camp. And a reminder about March the 29th as the starting lineup will be introduced to the crowd assembly here at the Walla High Gym. Yes, the annual Big Blue Boosters fundraising dinner and auction set for March 29th at the Walla Walla Fairgrounds. Set to get underway at 5 o'clock on that last Saturday evening in March. We very much look forward to that event. I suspect it will be another great night, hoping to raise funds for Walla Walla High School athletics. One outstanding event was last year, raising at or around $150,000 after about a $108,000 performance the previous year. Tickets are going fast, so I strongly suggest that you get those tickets. They're just $50 a piece. Perhaps in a distance that would like to participate and purchase a $1,000 ticket. That is also available. And more information is available. Big Blue Boosters and now we pause for the playing of our national anthem. And our officials for this contest out of the Blue Mountain Officials Association, they are Zach Whitmer, Mike Gregg, and Tom Byers. The Hermiston Bulldogs out on the floor first. They are dressed in road black jerseys with white trim and purple trim as well. Purple trim, as I noted a moment ago, and white trim, white lettering, and white numerals. The Blue Devils dressed in home white jerseys with blue numerals and blue lettering, blue trim as well. In our first quarter this afternoon, presented by our good friend, former Wall High athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Miriam Hutchins will jump center for the Blue Devils. She's opposed by Teagarden in the center circle, and the tip is controlled by Hermiston, and we are underway at 3:21 on this Saturday afternoon. Moreno with a basketball near side against Bridget Boyd. Spin move near side, puts it up off the glass and good. J.C. Moreno gives Hermiston an early 2-0 edge. And Hermiston will pick up in the backcourt. Here is Andrews with a pass. It's deflected and taken by Hermiston. Turnover Blue Devils. Pass in the front court to Moreno. Off to Simmons inside. Shot put up and missed. And the rebound off to Agert. Macy Agert. Pass on the near side to Andrews. Andrews drives near side. Has her left-handed lay-in block. Offensive rebound. Put back by Hutchins and a foul called. Miriam ties the ball game. And the foul is whistled on Teagarden. And Miriam Hutchins will step to the free throw line for a Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw. Miriam had 14 points, a game high on Tuesday night at Moses Lake. A half a dozen field goals. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And that Walla Walla Daily Grind attempt is good, and the Blue Devils lead by a score of 3-2. Moreno with a basketball, driving near side, goes all the way, puts it up off the glass, off the iron, no good. Rebound comes off to Inners, and Inners, after collecting the offensive rebound, is fouled. Nice drive on the part of Alexa Moreno, and a nice offensive rebound by Inners. And she will step to the stripe for 2 Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws after being fouled by Corinne Hayes. The first attempt off the front of the rim, no good. And the score holds at Wall High 3, Hermiston 2, 7:09 remaining to be played in the first quarter. And delighted to have you with us for our Blue Devil basketball coverage from the Wall High Gym. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw is in and out of Heartbreak, and the rebound off to Hutchins. Miriam pass on the far side, stolen by Simmons. Simmons off on the near side to Moreno. Moreno gets it on the wing near side. Simmons, 3 on the way, looks good, is off the rim, no good, and the rebound off to Andrews. Off in the backcourt to Agert. Agert crosses the midcourt line on the dribble. She is picked up by Moreno. Near side to Boyd. Jumper on the way from the baseline is no good, and the ball lost out of bounds by Hermiston. It will be Blue Devil basketball. The Blue Devils to inbound on the baseline in front court. Bridget Boyd to trigger the out-of-bounds play for the White Shirts. Gets it inside for Corinne Hayes. Hayes far side, bounce it up top. A bad pass taken by Simmons. Simmons going to go the other way and lay it up with the left hand for 2. And Hermiston takes a 4-3 lead off the Blue Devil turnover. Agert far side to Andrews. Andrews stops far side. Now it's Agert with a basketball. Macy top of the key. Stops high post. Gets it in for Hutchins. Near baseline Boyd. Jumper on the way by Bridget. Going to be short. Corinne Hayes goes for the offensive rebound. The ball deflected by Hermiston. Taken by Hermiston. Here is Teagarden near side off to Simmons. Far side to Moreno. Spots up for a 3 from the far side. It is good for Alexa Moreno. A Bruce Reed 3, and it's 7-3 in favor of Hermiston. We're 2 minutes in to the first quarter. Near side Andrews with the basketball. Middle of the floor to Boyd. Boyd into the lane. Bounce it in for Hutchins, and the ball nearly ripped away by Teagarden. 2 players go to the deck. The ball out of bounds off of Hermiston, and the Blue Devils will retain with 20 seconds on the shot clock. 5:52 remaining in the first. 7-3 in favor of Hermiston. A temporary timeout period for just a moment as Bridget Boyd conducts a shoe tying clinic on the baseline, and we are now set and ready. Pass in for Hayes. Now it is Miriam Hutchins. Now on the near side to Boyd. On the wing to Hayes. Hayes will drive into the lane. Hayes throws up a runner that's good! Hayes leaves the Bulldogs in a daze, and it's 7-5 in favor of Hermiston. A bounce pass inside for Teagarden. She gets it in the lane to Inners, who puts the ball up and in ever so softly. Inners with her first 2 of the game, and it's 9-5. Here's a turnover in the backcourt. Moreno gets it inside for a lay-in that's blown by Teagarden. Rebound off to Hutchins, and now In possession of the basketball is Eggert. Off for Hutchins. Near side to Andrews. Andrews front court, near side. Pulls it up on the wing. Now to Hutchins. Hutchins dribbles to the baseline. Is cut off. Pass inside. Knocked away. And now a loose ball goes off of Hermiston and out of bounds near side. And the Blue Devils will keep it with 15 seconds on the shot clock. 5:08 left in quarter one. 9-5 in favor of Hermiston. Near side Hutchins. Now it's Boyd. Bridget into the lane. Dribble the ball off her foot. Recovered far side by Hayes. Free throw line extended. Goes cross court near side to Hutchins. Shot on the way by Miriam is off the rim. Once, twice, no good. Hit the rim twice. After the first hit, he went off the backboard and then off the rim again, no good. Here is Teagarden in the front court. She puts up an air ball in deep on the right-hand side. And here is Eggert with the basketball, far side to Hutchins. Miriam Hutchins possesses the basketball. Bounce it inside for Andrews, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Moreno. A nice knock away by JC, and the ball stays with the Blue Devils. Wheatland Bakery substitutions, 2 for each side. Franzen and Mendoza check in for the Blue Devils. Andrews and Hayes to the sideline with 4:35 remaining in the first. 9-5 in favor of Hermiston. Far corner, here is Eggert. Baseline jumper over Simmons is good! Macy Eggert knocks it down from the far baseline. Eggs sunny side up for everybody after that make by Eggert. And here is Moreno driving in, and she is going to be fouled. She goes to the deck. She is fouled on the drive. She is fouled by Franzen. Franzen with a foul. That is the Blue Devils' second here in the first quarter. And a couple of Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws coming for J.C. Moreno. Here's the free throw, up and good for J.C. Moreno. She has 3 points in the ball game. (10-7) in favor of Hermiston. Now 11-7 in favor of Hermiston. The second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw by J.C. Moreno is good. 4:15 and counting. Time remaining first quarter. 11-7 Hermiston. Top of the key, here is Hutchins. Nearly tied up. Gets near side Mendoza. Shot on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound off to Hutchins. Hutchins going to be tied up in the lane. And on the held ball, on the alternating possession, the ball will go back to Hermiston. Your Edward Jones, Hank Wharton. Scoreboard update. Hermiston 11, Wahai 7. We're at the midway point of this first quarter. Moreno with a basketball. Near side, Rodriguez. A Wheatland Bakery substitution just moments ago. J.C. Moreno near side for a jumper that's in and out, no good. A heartbreak for Alexa Moreno. And on the rebound, Miriam Hutchins claims it, and she is fouled. And she is fouled on the play by, make that, number 32. We don't have a number 32. Now Cherry is wearing 32, not 34, okay? So Cherry picks up the foul. That's Hermiston's second of the quarter. 11-7 Hermiston. Franzen top of the key. Pass inside for Boyd. A bad pass. Deflected by Hermiston and out of bounds. Blue Devils will keep it. 3:37 remaining in the first. 11-7 in favor of Hermiston. Pass out front. A careless pass. Stolen easily by Moreno. Pass in the front court to Simmons. Transition lay-in. Up and good. Off the assist by Alexa Moreno. Simmons with 4. Far side Boyd. Pass on the near side. Deflected by Teagarden. Taken by Mendoza. Blue Devils passing in this first quarter at times has left a lot to be desired. There's a pass inside through the legs of Hutchins. It's loose inside, and a held ball is going to be called. And the ball will stay with the Blue Devils. Two officials having a discussion on the baseline. And after further review, previous call confirmed. Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline. Boyd to get it in. Near side for Hutchins. The ball is knocked away, taken by Teagarden. Another sloppy pass by the Blue Devils. Here is Cherry. Far side Moreno. Up top to Simmons. 3 minutes and counting left in the first. 13-7 in favor of Hermiston. Rodriguez passing the near side Teagarden. 3 other way from the wing. It's off the rim, no good. Going to be taken in the corner by Franzen. No, she's going to step on the end line or on the sideline. And the ball back to Hermiston. Might have been better off just letting the ball go out of bounds, but In the heat of the moment, she tried to claim it in the deep near corner, but was not successful. And Hermiston will inbound on the baseline. Simmons loops the pass near side, easily stolen by Eggert. A bad pass on the part of Hermiston. Near side, here's Mendoza for a jumper that is around and off, no good. And the rebound comes off to the Blue Devils. Near side, Boyd. Shot for two for the baseline is true for Bridget Boyd, and it's 13-9 in favor of Hermiston. 2:30 and counting the time remaining to be played in the first quarter of this Mid-Columbia Conference girls basketball game. Moreno near side. Alexa hands it off near side. Teagarden, she'll drive into the lane, throw it up off the glass and good. Teagarden with her first deuce, and it's 15-9 in favor of Hermiston. Eggert with the basketball, pass far side to Franzen. Franzen along the baseline, pass near side for Boyd. Jumper on the way by Bridget, going to be off the front of the rim. Rebound near, or far side, saved and bounced by Hutchins to Franzen. Good hustle play. And a foul is going to be called far side. A reach-in foul is going to be called on Hermiston. Going to be Hermiston's third of the quarter. And that foul is called, the grabbing foul called on Alexa Moreno. And that is her first. And a timeout called by the Blue Devils with 1:58 remaining in the first. It's a 30-second timeout. 15-9 Hermiston. And we'll be back after this 30-second timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
On your next Alaska Airlines flight from Walla Walla, you will experience a new and improved Walla Walla Regional Airport Terminal building. Your travel from Walla Walla will be more comfortable with an expanded security checkpoint, which now includes a less intrusive body scanner, an enlarged gate seating area, and an automatic entry door. Book your tickets today on Alaska Air to any of their 101 one-stop destinations from Walla Walla. Fly Walla Walla, where your parking is always free.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Scoreboard update earlier in the quarter presented by our good friend Hank Warden at Edward Jones. If you're going to invest, do so with the best. Give Hank a call at 509-240-3948. Knocking Point timeout period is over. The Blue Devils inbounding the basketball, trailing the Hermiston Bulldogs 15-9. Bridget Boyd far side with the basketball, driving into the lane. Pass on the near side for Eggert. It is knocked away by Hermiston. And the Blue Devils will keep it with 22 seconds on the shot clock. A nice knockaway on the near side on the part of Hermiston, executed by Alexa Moreno. Boyd on the baseline. Hutchins, shot on the way for three, is around it in for Miriam Hutchins. That means $10 for Big Blue Boosters. Compliments of George and Chase Hessler at Edward Jones. 15-12 Hermiston, 1:35 and counting time remaining first quarter. Simmons far side with the basketball against Mendoza, goes by her, puts it up, missed it. And the rebound on the floor, going to be tied up. Hutchins is tied up. And Hermiston will get it on the alternating possession. She was tied up down low by Cherry. Wheatland Bakery substitutions for Hermiston. Inners re-enters along with J.C. Moreno. And Wheatland Bakery substitutions for the Blue Devils. Addie Andrews, Corinne Hayes in for Delilah Franzen and Macy Eggert. Hermiston inbounding on the baseline. Looping pass in for Inners. Shot put up and missed, but a foul is going to be called on a disbelieving Miriam Hutchins. Miriam with a foul, her first. That is the third in the quarter on the Blue Devils, and will send Inners to the stripe for two Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws. The first is good. Hermiston 16, Wahai 12, 1:22 remaining in the first quarter. Inners with 3 points in the ball game. And now four. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind attempt is there, and it's 17-12 in favor of Hermiston. Backcourt pressure by the Bulldogs. A zone look. The three in the backcourt. Mendoza pass midcourt line. Hutchins near side to Boyd. Stops on the near wing. Up top to Hutchins. Miriam Hutchins with a basketball. Going to drive to the free throw line. Jumper on the way is good. Miriam Hutchins scores. She has 8 here in the first quarter. 17-14 Hermiston, 55 seconds and counting time remaining first period. Rodriguez in deep on the right-hand side. Jumper puts up and missed it. Off the back of the rim, rebound to Andrews, near side to Boyd. Bridget Boyd, a pass inside, deflected, but taken by Hutchins. Off for Mendoza. Bounce pass inside for Hayes. It is off Corinne's hands and out of bounds. And the ball back to Hermiston on the Blue Devil turnover. Here comes Izzy Simmons. Off to Rodriguez. Far side Moreno, back to Simmons. In the far corner to Moreno. Moreno into the lane. Cut off by Hayes. Puts up a left-hander off the glass for two. Nice move by J.C. Moreno. Managed to get around Corinne Hayes down in the low block. She makes it 19-14 in favor of Hermiston. Pass inside by Mendoza, stolen by Hermiston. Coming down as Inners, and Inners will lay the ball up and in. Of another sloppy pass by the Blue Devils. 21-14 in favor of Hermiston, down to 1 second left in the quarter. And the first quarter comes to a close. And after one, Hermiston 21, Wahai 14. And we'll be back after this 1 minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Today's Union Bulletin offers you more ways to stay connected with your community, in print, on the web, or on social media. And now a full print replica edition is available online for subscribers. Visit the Union Bulletin on your favorite device to see local sports stories and photography, plus the most comprehensive news and information about our valley's people, places, and things to do. Support your home team community newspaper. Visit union-bulletin.com today.
Ready to make some big changes in your home? Here at Connors Flooring and Design, we understand that investing in new flooring, tile, and countertops involves big decisions that you want to get right the first time. Since 1974, our family-owned business has helped you find the right materials for your home and budget, working with local licensed pro installers to ensure your investment will perform. Come see us today and get a free estimate. Experience our Golden Rule service at Connors Flooring and Design.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Also brought to you in part by our friends Rodney and Kelly Bullington at Oregon Grain Growers, using local grains and ingredients to showcase local agriculture. Oregon Grain Growers, 511 Southeast Court Avenue in Pendleton. And our second quarter is presented by our good friend, former Wahai athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Blue Devils with the first possession of the second quarter. Roy Elia coming to you from our Tallman's Pharmacy broadcast location courtside at the Wahai Gym. Here's Andrews with a pass that's deflected, stolen by Teagarden. Now it's going to be kicked into Hermiston's front court. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by Andrews, and Hermiston will keep possession. Wheatland Bakery substitution. Alexa Moreno checks in, and she replaces Rodriguez. A Wheatland Bakery substitution for the Blue Devils during the Knocking Point timeout. Macy Eggert has re-entered the contest for Wahai. Here's Simmons near side. Puts it up for three and knocks it down. Inbounded it to Inners near side. Inners gets to her near side, and Simmons drains the Bruce Reed three, and it's 24-14 in favor of Hermiston. In the far corner, it's Boyd with a basketball. Bounce it far side to Eggert. Eggert is double teamed, manages to get away from the double team. Inside for Hutchins, far side to Boyd. Jumper from the baseline is no good. Rebound off to Simmons. Izzy Simmons comes the other way for Hermiston. Far side Moreno. Moreno will drive into the lane, bounce it inside, shot put up and in by Inners. Hermiston by a dozen, 26-14. 6:53 and counting left in the second quarter. Another careless pass near side, knocked away by Teagarden. Andrews cannot recover it near side, and the Blue Devils turn the basketball over. Blue Devils allowing Hermiston to dictate the pace, and it's resulted in numerous Blue Devil turnovers here in the first half of play. Simmons with a basketball, far side to Moreno. Moreno to the top of the key, near side to Simmons. Against Miriam Hutchins. Simmons, spin move, far side Moreno. Up top Simmons, a three straight away by Izzy, is in and out, a heartbreak. Long rebound far side taken by Corinne Hayes. Now to Macy Eggert. Eggert front court on the dribble. Dribbles to the near side, gets it in the near corner to Andrews. Andrews through a double team, bounce it on the far side to Hayes. Set shot on the way by Corinne, is off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound off to Teagarden. Teagarden off to Inners. Inners into the front court on the dribble, pass on the near side to Moreno. Moreno on the near side to Teagarden. Teagarden will launch a three from the wing. It's around and off And the rebound comes off to the Blue Devils, taken by Corinne Hayes. Hayes, far side to Eggert. Eggert front court on the dribble. Pass to Hutchins in the lane for Hayes. Lay-in put up and good by Corinne Hayes off a lovely assist by Miriam Hutchins. Corinne Hayes with 4. 26-16, Hermiston, 5:42 and counting the time remaining in the second quarter. And here is a beautiful scoop shot. Going down the near side of the lane is J.C. Moreno for the deuce. She has 8 points in the game. 28-16 in favor of Hermiston. There's a pass on the far side by Hutchins to Addie Andrews. Between the rings to Eggert, near side Boyd. Shot for 3 by Bridget is good! That's $10 more for Big Blue Boosters. Compliments of George and Chase Hessler. Edward Jones. 28-19 in favor of Hermiston. Here is Moreno driving. Scoop shot no good. Rebound taken by the Blue Devils, taken by Bridget Boyd. Pass on the far side for Eggert. Pressured a bit by Simmons. Crosses the midcourt line on the dribble. Pass on the far side to Andrews. On the baseline to Boyd. Jumper on the way is in and out of Heartbreak, and the rebound comes off to Teagarden. Teagarden with a basketball. To the far side she goes on the dribble. Stops in deep on the left-hand side. Bounce it on the far side to Moreno. Alexa Moreno with a basketball. Far side to Simmons. Against Andrews. Goes inside the free throw. Spin move. Throws it up with the left hand. Not close. She is fouled by Addie Andrews. Addie with her first. The first in the quarter on the Blue Devils. And Izzy Simmons to the stripe for 2 Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws. The first is good. Wheatland Bakery substitutions. Hadley Heiner, Delilah Franzen, Lucy Billingsley in for the Blue Devils. And another free throw coming for Izzy Simmons, presented by Walla Walla Daily Grind. It is up, it's in and out, and the rebound off to Corinne Hayes. Now to Macy Eggert. 29-19 in favor of Hermiston. 4:25 and counting. Time remaining in the second quarter. Billingsley far side. Off to Hadley Heiner. Heiner a pass inside. Off the hand of Franson and out of bounds. Blue Devils turn it over. Wheatland Bakery substitutions. Rodriguez is back. Also entering the game is Emily Ledesma. And Hermiston inbound in the backcourt after the Wall-High turnover. Here is Moreno, near side to Teagarden. Teagarden gets it up top. Rodriguez, a 3 straight away, and that one is good. Nice touch on the part of Rodriguez, and that Bruce Reed 3 makes it 32-19 in favor of Hermiston. That is your Edward Jones. Hank Warden, scoreboard update. Bounce pass inside by Hayes. Shot put up by Franzen, no good, but she is fouled. Nice entry pass, and Delilah goes up strong, and she is bumped and fouled on the play by Rodriguez. That's the first team foul in the quarter on Hermiston. Delilah Franzen to the strike for 2 Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws. Here is the first high arching shot. Gets off the back of the rim, no good. Delilah was scoreless on Tuesday night at Moses Lake. Went without a field goal, was 0 for 2 from the free throw line in that contest. Here's her second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw with 3:53 remaining in the second quarter, and that's way off the mark. Rebound far side is taken by Hayes. Corinne Hayes gets it up top to Eggert. Far side Heiner, bounce pass in for Hayes. Shot put up, nothing but glass as she goes to the deck. And the rebound off to Teagarden. Now it's Moreno with a basketball. Near side to Teagarden. Teagarden to Alexa Moreno. Far side Rodriguez. Rodriguez along the baseline after getting around Heiner. Ball knocked away, taken by the Blue Devils. Lucy Billingsley into the front court. Pass on the near side to Eggert. Runner going to be an air ball in deep on the left-hand side. Rodriguez, pass on the far side to Ledesma. Up top to Moreno. In the near corner to Teagarden. Spots up for a 3, and it's good. Nice looking shot from the near corner by Teagarden. That Bruce Reed 3 makes it 35-19 in favor of Hermiston. 3 minutes and counting left in the second quarter. Near side with the basketball is Billingsley. Up top for Eggert. Hermiston in that zone defense, giving the Blue Devils some difficulties. Bounce pass inside. Hayes to Franzen. Shot put up and missed. Rebound off to Moreno. Hermiston on the run again. Here comes Moreno into the front court. Pass on the far side to Ledesma. Gets it up top. Rodriguez wide open. 3 on the way. Yes. And it's 38-19 in favor of Hermiston. Far side, it is Franson. On the wing to Eggert. In for Hayes, and a pushing foul is going to be called on Hermiston. And that foul is whistled on Cherry. That's her second, team second. 3 Wheatland Bakery substitutions aside. The Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline in front court. After those Wheatland Bakery substitutions, the Blue Devils going with Billingsley, Hutchins, Hayes, Boyd, and Andrews. Inbounds pass knocked away by Hermiston, taken by Hutchins. Hutchins can't score, and now we're going to have a held ball inside, and the alternating possession favors Hermiston. A scoreboard update earlier in the quarter presented by our good friend Hank Warden at Edward Jones. If you're going to invest, do so with the best. Give Hank a call at 509-240-3948. Moreno near side with the basketball. That's Jason Moreno. That's on the far side to Alexa Moreno. Now to JC. Far side to Teagarden. Thinks about a 3. Guarded by Hutchins. Lost the ball. Recovers at far side. Now a reach-in foul is going to be called on Bridget Boyd. And that is the first on Bridget Boyd. Blue Devils second here in the second quarter. 1:58 remaining before halftime. 38-19 in favor of Hermiston. Far side, a long 3 put up by Simmons. It is good from the far wing. Izzy Simmons, a Bruce Reed 3, 7 in the quarter, 11 in the game. This young lady is special. 41-19 in favor of Hermiston. Boyd near side with a basketball. Lost the ball. Taken by Hermiston. Outlet into the front court to Moreno for an easy lay-in. J.C. Moreno with 10. And a timeout called by the Blue Devils with 1:40, or make that 1:30 remaining in the second quarter. I beg your pardon. Hermiston 43, Wahai 19. And we'll be back for a 1-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Why do so many people listen to KGDC and KGDC2? Could it be our market exclusives on the top 2 names in conservative news? KGDC 92.9 FM has 10 minutes of Fox News each and every hour. And KGDC2 102.3 FM is the exclusive home of townhall.com radio news. Plus, our stations have market exclusives on powerful features such as Breakpoint, Focus on the Family Minute, Dr. James Dobson's Family Talk, and more. 92.9 FM and 102.3 FM, the best radio in Walla Walla.
Hi, this is Justin
And Sarah.
with Walla Walla Toyota.
We're here to give you the incredible news that from November through the end of the year, we'll be offering $49 oil changes for all Toyotas up to 10 years old.
Whether you have a tiny Corolla or a tricked-out Tundra, your oil change will only cost you $49.
Remember that we use only genuine Toyota filters installed by a Toyota-trained technician.
Call today or schedule online at wallawallatoyota.com to lock in your $49 oil change while the offer lasts.
KGDC Walla Walla.
The Knocking Point timeout period is over. Welcome back to the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia, coming to you from our Tallman's Pharmacy broadcast location courtside at the Wahai Gym. Wahai Blue Devil girls in a big hole and a turnover out of the Knocking Point timeout period. Moreno to the other end after taking the ball away from Billingsley. J.C. Moreno lays the ball up and in. Hermiston with 24 points here in the second quarter. The Blue Devils have scored only 5. Another Blue Devil turnover, another bad pass taken by Hermiston. Near side here is Moreno with a basketball. Driving on the far side, puts it up with the left hand for 2. J.C. Moreno with 8 in the quarter, 14 in the game. 47-19 in favor of Hermiston. Free throw line to Boyd. Shot by Bridget, going to be short. Rebound deflected out of bounds by the Blue Devils, and the ball back to Hermiston. Wheatland Bakery substitution. Macy Eggert back into the ball game, and she'll replace Lucy Billingsley. 43 and 4/10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's all Hermiston, 47-19. Simmons with the basketball. Far side Moreno, pass inside, left-handed lay-in put up and good by Inners, who is all alone, and she is in double figures with 10. 49-19 in favor of Hermiston. Haggard front court. Loops it on the far side for Hutchins. In for Hayes. Shot blocked by Teagarden and out of bounds. 17 and 8/10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Blue Devils to inbound on the baseline. Front court. Bridget Boyd to inbound. Gets it in for Hayes. Short one off the glass and off the iron, but Corinne is fouled down in the low block, right side. And that foul is called on Inners of Hermiston. It's the team's third of the quarter and the first on Inners. And the first Walla Walla daily grind free throw by Corinne Hayes is up and good. She has 5 points in the game, and it's now 49-20 in favor of Hermiston. Second Walla Walla daily grind free throw by Hayes is also good. Corinne with a half dozen in the contest, and it's 49-21 in favor of Hermiston. Shot clock is off. Simmons for the basketball. On the dribble with 5 seconds with 4. Pass on the near side, Moreno. Shot on the way, nothing but glass. Rebound off to Hayes, and that'll do it for the first half. And here at the halftime, Hermiston 49, Wahai 21. Now I invite you to stay tuned for the land title of Walla Walla County Halftime Report. We'll have it for you after a 2-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
It's time for this week's Walla Walla Public Schools Focus on Education. Here's Mark Higgins.
Congratulations to longtime school board member Derek Sarley for being one of only 2 Walla Walla board members elected board president for the Washington State School Directors Association.
It comes back to the students, my own and also those of the community. I think all of us who serve on school boards are here because we want what's best for kids.
The district's Outdoor Athletic and Activities Facilities Committee received a prestigious Chamber of Commerce award for helping develop the historic Capitol Levee for Blue Devil Stadium and many other athletic improvements. Here's Chair Don Davis.
I just want to thank everybody who went out of their way and voted yes twice. It was very amazing.
And finally, Pioneer Middle School National Junior Honor Society advisor Stephanie Kaitola says her students have been in the holiday spirit.
I'm so proud of them. They really stepped up this year. We were able to help 13 kids in our community, which was the largest group we've ever done.
And that's Walla Walla's Focus on Education.
The cold weather is here. Stock up on winter products from L&G Ranch Supply in Walla Walla, like stock tank heaters for the animals. For pets, find heated beds and bowls. Look for in-store specials on Science Diet brand pet food. For you or as a gift, find tough insulated Carhartt bibs, jackets, and a full line of winter work gloves. Get rid of ice on driveways and sidewalks with True Value brand ice melt. Shop L&G Ranch Supply for winter products today. Your local True Value store on East Isaacs Avenue in Walla Walla. L&G Ranch Supply.
Doyle Electric delivers an amazing range of products and services to the Walla Walla Valley. Doyle Electric's 5 divisions all strive to satisfy every customer, every time. Give security, peace of mind, and so much more with a gate from Doyle Electric. Whether you need added security for your community, home, or business, a gate will enhance your security and is convenient. The best products and service. Doyle Electric. We care about your safety.
KGDC Walla Walla.
And back once again at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium, I'm Roy Elia. Walla Blue Devil girls trailing the Hermiston Bulldogs 49-21 here at the halftime break. And we now welcome you to our halftime report presented by our good friend Phil Wasser at Land Title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. Land Title of Walla Walla County handles all kinds of real estate transactions, both commercial and private, including broker and for sale by owner transactions. Land Title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. We begin our Land Title of Walla Walla County halftime report with halftime statistics presented by our good friends Wahai alums Jay and Paul Babbitt at the MacArthur Company. Pasco office serves the Tri-Cities area, Yakima Valley, and Northeast Oregon. MacArthur Company provides wholesale construction materials for residential roofing, commercial roofing, HVAC, mechanical insulation, and waterproofing products. Call 509-542-5837 for more information. First half scoring for Hermiston, J.C. Moreno with 14, Alexa Moreno with 3, Simmons with 11, Rodriguez with 6, Teagarden with 5, Inners with 10. Hermiston with 19 field goals in the first half, 6 from Bruce Reed range. Hermiston 5 for 8 from the free throw line, and the Bulldogs were called for 6 personal fouls. For the Blue Devils, Macy Eggert with 2, Corinne Hayes with 6, Bridget Boyd with 5, and Miriam Hutchins with 8. The Blue Devils 8 field goals in the first half, 2 from Bruce Reed territory. The Blue Devils 3 for 5 from the free throw line, and the Blue Devils were called for 5 personal fouls in half number 1. Our halftime statistics were presented by our good friends, Wahai alums Jay and Paul Babbitt at the MacArthur Company. Pasco office serves the Tri-Cities area, Yakima Valley, and Northeast Oregon. MacArthur Company provides wholesale construction materials for residential roofing, commercial roofing, HVAC, mechanical insulation, and waterproofing products. Call 509-542-5837 for more information. In our halftime score, Hermiston Lady Bulldogs 49, the Wahai Lady Blue Devils 21. We will continue our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report with a wrestling update presented by Walla Walla OMS after we step aside for a 1-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Are you still relying on your 401k as your retirement plan? It's time to rethink that strategy. At Hafen Financial, we specialize in retirement plans that go beyond 401ks to eliminate the guesswork. Each plan is customized to provide you the peace of mind you deserve in your retirement years. None of them involve sitting on your 401k and hoping for the best. Call Dee Dee Hafen for your free evaluation at 509-529-9645. That's 529-9645.
Investment advisory services offered through Tucker Asset Management. Hafen Financial is independent of Tucker.
Cats are known as finicky eaters, but often the environment can affect a cat's eating habits. Avoid feeding your cat in heavily trafficked or noisy areas. The presence of other animals, dirty food containers, or nearby litter boxes can deter a cat from eating too. Try to be sensitive to your cat's eating behavior and make necessary adjustments for the best feeding conditions. This message is brought to you by the Animal Clinic East, serving the Walla Walla Valley's small animal veterinary medical needs.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
And back once again at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium, Roy Elia coming to you for our Tallman's Pharmacy broadcast location courtside at the Wahai Gym. Wahai Blue Devil girls trailing the Hermiston Bulldogs here at halftime by a score of 49-21. And our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report continues with a wrestling update presented by our good friends Dr. Antonio Casso and Dr. Cecil Ash at Walla Walla Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Walla Walla OMS is located at 312 South 3rd Avenue. All the best to the Wahai wrestlers competing today in the Best in the West tournament over in Pasco, one of the more prestigious tournaments in all of the state of Washington. Wish the Blue Devils all the very, very best, and I suspect they'll be having some activity during this Christmas break, which got underway with the conclusion of the school day yesterday, and I wish them the very best going forward, and hopefully some good results coming out of the Tri-Cities today for the Wahai wrestlers at that Best of the West tournament. Our wrestling update was presented by our good friends Dr. Antonio Casso and Dr. Cecil Ash at Walla Walla Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Walla Walla OMS is located at 312 South 3rd Avenue. In our halftime score, Hermiston 49, Wahai 21. We will conclude our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report after a 1-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Pocket iNet Communications is now offering internet service that is an incredible 20 times faster than cable to the residents of Walla Walla Valley. You too can get access to this super high-speed gigabit internet by visiting pocketinet.crowdfiber.com and entering your address. That's pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. Welcome to Gigabit Country. No limits, just possibilities.
This holiday season, we're reminded of the simple joys that bring us together. Warm laughter, cherished family moments, and the gratitude we feel for the people around us. At Total Comfort Solutions, we're especially thankful for you, our customers, who trust us to keep your homes and businesses comfortable all year long.
From our family to yours, we wish you a happy, safe, and joy-filled holiday season. Thank you for making us a part of your home and your story.
Total Comfort Solutions, where your comfort is our priority and your trust is our greatest gift.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
And back once again at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium, Roy Elia coming to you from our Tallman's Pharmacy broadcast location courtside. The Walla Blue Devil girls trailing the Hermiston Bulldogs 49-21. We now wrap up our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report by telling you that we will have Blue Devil basketball for you during the course of the Christmas break. Couple of non-league games coming up. The Walla boys next Saturday night will be playing host to the Wenatchee Panthers out of the Columbia Basin Big Nine Conference. Scheduled for a 5 o'clock tip-off next Saturday night. We plan to take the air at or around 4:30 next Saturday on your home for Blue Devil Radio. And to conclude the 2024 portion of the schedule, Walla Blue Devil girls on New Year's Eve, December 31st, will be traveling to Spokane to take on the Lady Saxons of Ferris. Scheduled for a 2 o'clock tip-off on New Year's Eve, and we will take the air at or around 1:30 on December 31st, right here on your home for Blue Devil Radio. And that's going to do it for our halftime report. It was presented by our good friend Phil Wasser, land title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. Land title of Walla Walla County handles all kinds of real estate transactions, both commercial and private, including broker and for sale by owner transactions. Land title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. And our third quarter is presented by our good friend, former Walla High athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Hermiston 49, Walla High 21, and yes, it was that ugly in the first half for the Blue Devils, who committed significant number of turnovers. Some of them unforced, some of them brought about by the fact that the Hermiston Ball Club was able to successfully speed the Blue Devils up a bit, resulting in Blue Devil miscues on numerous occasions. The second half is underway. The Blue Devils with the first possession. Hermiston stays in the zone defense. Miriam Hutchins with a basketball. One dribble in the near corner to Corinne Hayes. Back inside for Hutchins, and we're going to have a held ball called, and the ball will go back to Hermiston. The Blue Devils come out of the halftime locker room and turn the basketball over. In this case, on the alternating possession. Izzy Simmons with a basketball. To the far side on the dribble. Out for Moreno. Back on the far side, Simmons. Drives by Corinne Hayes. Bounce it in the near corner. Now it is on the near side to Moreno. A pass from Teagarden. She'll drive into the lane, go all the way, lay it up and in. Alexa Moreno with the field goal, as she blows by the Matador defense on the part of the Blue Devils. Blue Devils now trail by 30, 51-21. Corinne Hayes has the ball stolen by Simmons. Outlet in the front court for Moreno. Pass on the far side, and in transition, laying the ball up and in is Teagarden. And Hermiston now up 53-21 in the first minute of the third quarter. Ball knocked away, far side by Hermiston, and out of bounds. The Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline in front court, trailing 53-21. Boyd up top for Hutchins. Far side, Andrews. Back up top to Hutchins, near side to Eggert. Near corner, Boyd. One dribble. Shot on the way by Bridget. It's off the rim, no good, and the rebound comes off to Teagarden. Off to Simmons. Simmons front court on the dribble. Angles to the far side. Gets by Boyd. Pass on the near side to Moreno. Moreno will drive in, and Moreno is going to be fouled. Alexa is fouled in the act of shooting after a strong drive from the near side. And the foul is called on Bridget Boyd of the Blue Devils. That's the second in the game on Bridget Boyd, and Alexa Moreno to the stripe for a couple of Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws, the first of which is no good. Hermiston now 5 for 9 from the free throw line in the ball game, 56%. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw up and good for Alexa Moreno, and Hermiston now up 54-21. We're a minute and a half in to the third quarter. Near side Andrews with the basketball. Far side to Hutchins. Bounce it near side for Andrews. Fumbled it for a moment, recovered it. Bounce it near side to Boyd. Shot on the way, hits the glass. And the rebound comes off to Inners. Inners down the far side between the rings to Simmons. Long three on the way by Izzy is around and off, no good. Rebound to Hutchins. Here comes Merriam out of the backcourt on the dribble for the Blue Devils. Closely guarded by Moreno. Off on the near side to Akert. Gets it inside for Andrews. Nice move around a Hermiston defender to score. Got around Inners down in the low block, and Addie Andrews with her first two of the ball game. 54-23 in favor of Hermiston. 5:45 and counting, the time remaining to be played in the third quarter of this MCC girls basketball game. An errant pass far side by Simmons, taken by Hutchins, and Hutchins is knocked to the deck and fouled by Lucy Teagarden. Teagarden with the foul. That is her first. First in the second half on Hermiston, a Wheatland Bakery substitution. Franzen re-enters. Hayes to the sideline with 5:39 remaining in the third. 54-23 in favor of Hermiston. Agert with a basketball. Double team, gets it on the near side. Andrews spots up for a three, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to the Blue Devils. Taken by Franzen, far side to Boyd. A three on the way by Bridget is short. Rebound deflected, taken by Boyd. Boyd into the lane, lace it up, no, but a foul is going to be called on Hermiston. Boyd fouled on the play by Inners. And Bridget Boyd to the stripe for two Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws. And in case you're wondering, yes, I will be going there tomorrow as part of my Sunday morning ritual. Oh, can't wait to get that 24-ouncer in my hands. The first Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw up and no good for Bridget Boyd. White chocolate, caramel, maybe a touch of dairy, and one shot. It's a beautiful thing. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw up and good for Bridget Boyd. 54-24 in favor of Hermiston. Bridget Boyd, a half dozen points in the ball game. Moreno, top of the key extended against Macy Yeager. Far side to Teagarden. Lucy will drive into the lane, and she has the ball knocked away. Saves it going out of bounds. They're going to give the ball to Hermiston, saying the ball was knocked out of bounds by the Blue Devils. And Hermiston inbound on the baseline, front court. To do the honors, Izzy Simmons. Loops it in the lane for Teagarden. Teagarden will grab it and put the ball up and in. Juggled it for a moment. Was able to secure the ball and put the ball up and in. Hermiston successful on the out-of-bounds play. Teagarden with 9 points in the game, and it's 56-24 in favor of Hermiston. 4:50 and counting, time remaining third quarter. A pass through the hands of Agert, taken by Simmons. Far side Teagarden, an unforced error on the part of the Blue Devils. Here's Moreno near side for three, and that one's going to be short and go out of bounds. JC with the air ball near side, and the ball back to the Blue Devils with 4:36 left in period three. 56-24 in favor of Hermiston. And a double dribble. No, a carry going to be called on Macy Agert. A been indecisive. Do I dribble or do I bounce a pass to the near side? And the indecision results in an unforced error and a turnover on the Blue Devils. Moreno near side has the ball knocked away by Boyd. Loose ball comes off to Agert. Hermiston turns it over. Good defense there by the Blue Devils, who trail 56-24. Hutchins far side for three, and that one is good. Miriam Hutchins, Bruce Reed three from the far wing, and that's $10 more for Big Blue Boosters. Compliments of George and Chase Hessler at Edward Jones. A drive by Simmons, put up and missed. Rebound comes off to Inners. Her put back in the lane is no good, and the rebound off to Andrews. Bounce it near side to Agert. Far side to Franzen. Delilah going to be tied up. Has the ball knocked away. Taken by Hutchins. Up top to Andrews. A three straight away by Addie is off the rim, no good. Rebound near side deflected by Simmons. Taken by Hutchins. A bounce pass inside for Franzen, and Franzen is going to be tied up at the high post, and the Blue Devils will keep it on the alternating possession. Three Wheatland Bakery substitutions in for Hermiston. Ledesma is in, Rodriguez is in, and Cherry is in. Your Edward Jones, Hank Warden scoreboard update. Hermiston 56, Walleye 27. 3:38 and counting, time remaining third quarter. Here is Hutchins with a basketball. Near side Franson, in deep on the right-hand side. Now it's off to Eggert. Eggert on the far side to Andrews. Near side Hutchins on the baseline to Franson. Bounce a pass to the far side. Blue Devils with some good ball movement as the shot clock hits 4-3. Andrews into the lane just inside the free throw line, puts one up and misses it. Simmons saves the ball from going out of bounds and does so successfully on the far side to Ledesma. Now it is Simmons burning into the front court, off for Ledesma. Ledesma on the near side to Moreno. Moreno, pass out front for Simmons. A three on the way by Izzy, rattles home. 14 in the game for Izzy Simmons. The Bruce Reed three makes it 59-27 in favor of Hermiston. 2:50 and counting, time remaining third quarter. Eggert with a basketball. Bounce it on the near side for Hutchins. On the wing to Eggert. Now it is Andrews, far side to Boyd against the Hermiston zone. 2-3 zone look, pass on the near side for Eggert. High post to Hutchins, three on the shot clock. Gets it on the near side for a shot by Franson from the baseline. It bounces off the rim twice, no good. Rebound fought for inside, and it will go out of bounds. We're going to rule a held ball. Simultaneous contact, and the ball back to Hermiston. Wheaton Bakery substitution for Hermiston. Alexa Moreno back into the ball game, and Mariel Mendoza is back for the Blue Devils. The scoreboard update earlier in the quarter presented by our good friend Hank Warden at Edward Jones. If you're going to invest, do so with the best. Give Hank a call at 509-240-3948. Moreno near side with a basketball for Hermiston. 59-27, Hermiston with the lead. Good defense near side by Eggert. Shot put up and missed by J.C. Moreno. And the Blue Devils come away with the basketball. Near side here is Hutchins. Front court between the rings to Eggert. Bounce a pass inside and a shot blocked. The attempt by Boyd, but Bridget is fouled with 1:57 left in period number 3. And that foul is whistled on Cherry. And that is the third in the quarter on Hermiston. Committed in the act of shooting, Bridget Boyd to the strike. First Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw is an air ball. Score holds at 59-27 in favor of Hermiston. Blue Devils at the moment 4 for 8. Now 4 for 9 from the free throw line. That second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw bangs off the back of the rim. And here comes Hermiston with a 59-27 lead. And a travel going to be called out front. An unforced error on the part of Hermiston as Cherry was a little out of control out front. And the ball back to the Blue Devils. A Wheatland Bakery substitution. Hadley Heiner into the Walleye lineup. She is in for Bridget Boyd. Far side, Heiner. Now to Eggert, near side of Mendoza. In the near corner, Hutchins. Three on the way by Miriam. Is off the side of the backboard. And the rebound comes off to Hermiston. Taken by Rodriguez. In the front court now with the basketball is Cherry. Cherry along the baseline, going to be blocked and fouled by Miriam Hutchins. And a Wheatland Bakery substitution, Corinne Hayes back for the Blue Devils. And she enters the ball game for Miriam Hutchins. 1:30 remaining in period 3, 59-27 in favor of Hermiston. Looping pass into the lane, taken by Cherry. Cherry is double teamed, gets it up top to Moreno, far side of Moreno. In this case, Alexa. Now on the near side, JC. She'll drive into the lane, throw up a runner for 2. JC Moreno with 16 in the game. 61-27 in favor of Hermiston. Pass off the hand of Eggert. Macy recovers it. Now has the ball knocked away into the backcourt. Saves it into the front court to Mendoza. Now to Eggert. And they're going to call over and back. They rule that Macy was not across the midcourt line when taking the pass from the far side from Mendoza. And the Blue Devils turn the basketball over. And a Wheatland Bakery substitution for Hermiston. And a timeout called by Hermiston with 1:01 remaining in the third quarter. 61-27 in favor of Hermiston. And we'll be back after a 30-second timeout presented by Knocking Point. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Need to make your house or apartment a little bigger? Hey, remodeling's expensive. All you need to do is store some of your stuff. And Burn Street RV and Mini Storage has the perfect size units for you. Burn Street RV and Mini Storage is located just off of Reese Avenue over by Memorial Golf Course, right here in Walla Walla. Call 520-1467 for more information on the available sizes. That's 520-1467. And if you mention that you heard this ad on the radio, you'll get a special rate. Call now, 520-1467 for Burn Street RV and Mini Storage.
KGDC Walla Walla.
The Knocking Point timeout period is over. Welcome back to the Wall-High Gym. I'm Roy Eli, a Wheatland Bakery substitution. Elise Casados has checked into the contest for Hermiston. Bulldogs in possession of the basketball. We're in the final minute, time remaining third quarter. Here's a three from the far side by Casados. It is off the rim, no good. Rebound off to Hermiston. Cherry off to Casados along the baseline, and she will dribble the ball out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Blue Devils. Also brought to you in part by our friends Rodney and Kelly Bullington at Oregon Grain Growers, using local grains and ingredients to showcase local agriculture. Oregon Grain Growers, 511 Southeast Court Avenue in Pendleton. Here's an errant pass by the Blue Devils. Corinne Hayes at the high post, looking for a teammate inside. The ball deflected out of bounds by Hermiston. And the Blue Devils will retain with 21 seconds on the shot clock. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. 61-27 in favor of Hermiston. Far side Heiner with a basketball. Goes to the top of the key, stops. Pass inside for Franzen. Franzen off for Hayes. Shot put up and missed off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound. Billingsley puts it up and misses it. And the rebound comes off to Cherry. And she is double teamed in the backcourt. Pass in the backcourt to Rodriguez. Now off to Moreno. Moreno in transition. Cut off by Heiner. Gets it on the near side. With the basketball is Ledesma. Far side to Rodriguez. In the far corner to Casados. Casados bounce it inside. Land put up and off the mark. A heartbreak there for Cherry. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Hermiston. And it will be Blue Devil basketball. Ball inbounded to Moreno. Billingsley. Half court to Hayes. Puts it up errantly over the backboard here at the end of the third period. Hermiston 61. Wall-High 27. We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Listening to classical music on the radio is almost a religious experience. For far too long, however, the only way to experience classical music on the radio was via NPR. KHSS2 94.1 FM changes all of that. Walla Walla's Classic FM brings you beautiful classical music, real news at the top of every hour, and daily features that are uplifting and informative. KHSS2 Classic FM will change the way you listen to the radio. Check out Walla Walla's Classic FM at 94.1 on your FM dial. Why is Carrier equipment from Grassy Refrigeration such a great choice for your heating and cooling needs? There's a lot of reasons. We've been in business since 1958. Our technicians are highly trained and experienced. We install top-of-the-line equipment from Carrier. And we provide a full range of HVAC services, including plant maintenance, repairs, and air quality improvement. Plus, friendly service is always guaranteed at Grassy Refrigeration. Turn to the experts. Call Grassy today at 529-9700. That's 529-9700.
KGDC Walla Walla.
The fourth quarter is presented by our good friend, former Wall-High athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Welcome back to the Wall-High Gym. Roy Elia reporting from our Tallman's Pharmacy broadcast location courtside. Wall-High Blue Devil girls trailing the Hermiston Bulldogs 61-27. As we begin the fourth quarter of play, a shot from the far side by Hutchins missed, but there for the offensive rebound and the putback is Corinne Hayes, who has 8 points in the ball game. 4 Wheatland Bakery substitutions for the Blue Devils during the Knocking Point timeout period. 3 from the far side by Simmons, up and no good. And dribbling the ball on the baseline is Teagarden after collecting the offensive rebound, and the ball back to the Blue Devils. We're going now with Addie Andrews and Macy Ager and Corinne Hayes and Miriam Hutchins and Bridget Boyd. Here's the drive near side by Andrews. She goes all the way for 2. Double A. Puts a charge into that sequence for the Blue Devils, who now trail 61-31. 7:05 and counting the time remaining to be played in the fourth quarter. Knocked away by Andrews. Ball recovered by Moreno. Near side, Simmons. Simmons gets away from Boyd, goes into the lane uncontested, lays it up and missed it. Rebound deflected, taken by Boyd. Blue Devils in transition down the middle of the floor. Stops just inside the free throw line as the ball knocked away, taken near by Hutchins. Now it is Akers possessing the basketball. Far side, Andrews in the far corner. Boyd for three, and that one is good. Bridget Boyd, a Bruce Reed three from the deep far corner. $10 more for Big Blue Boosters. Compliments of George and Chase Hessler at Edward Jones. And at the other end, a nice spin move by Inners. Inners puts the ball up and in, down in the low block. She has 12 points in the game, and it's 63-34 in favor of Hermiston. Another bad pass, but comes off to the Blue Devils, and Corinne Hayes puts one up and misses it. In deep on the right-hand side, the ball knocked out of bounds by Hermiston, and the Blue Devils in possession. It is alumni night in the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium. Ball comes in to Hutchins, and Hutchins is fouled after getting the inbounds pass from Bridget Boyd. That foul is whistled on Inners. And a Wheatland Bakery substitution. In fact, 4 Wheatland Bakery substitutions for Hermiston. Rodriguez, Ledesma, Casados, and Cherry have re-entered for Hermiston. And another foul called on Hermiston. That one is called on Casados for a reach. And a Wheatland Bakery substitution in mere moments. Delilah Franzen will return to the Blue Devil lineup. Miriam Hutchins fouled just moments ago. First free throw rattles in and out. Franzen re-enters for the Blue Devils. Wheatland Bakery substitution. She is in for Corinne Hayes. Miriam Hutchins with 11 points in the ball game. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw is good. 12 in the game for Hutchins. The Blue Devils trail 63-35. Approaching 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Rodriguez leading Ledesma a bit too much near side. Pass Byron out of bounds, and Hermiston turns it over. Hermiston very explosive. We noted at the top of the broadcast they had 88 points last night in an 88-31 romp over Hanford. Blue Devils, after a Hermiston knockaway, will now inbound on the baseline in front court, trailing 63-35. Near corner, here's Akers. Spots up for a three. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound off to Hermiston, taken by Ledesma. Now it is Cherry. That's inside for Casados. Near side, Moreno. It's up top to Rodriguez. Now to Ledesma. Ledesma against Eggert. Throws it up with the left hand for two. Ledesma with her first 2 of the game, and it's 65-35 in favor of Hermiston. Just over 2.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter, and here is Addie Andrews with a strong drive to the goal near side, and she is fouled. That foul is called on Cherry of Hermiston. And Addie Andrews to the stripe for Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws. The first is good. 65-36 in favor of Hermiston with 5:25 remaining in the final period. The second attempt, presented by Walla Walla Daily Grind, is off the back of the rim, and the rebound came up to Cherry just moments ago. Now driving near side is Moreno, gets it on the near side to Ledesma. Ledesma up top. Casados, and a lost ball far side by Hermiston. Bulldogs turn it over. Wheatland Bakery substitution. Ariel Mendoza in for the Blue Devils. She is in for Addie Andrews. Blue Devils in possession of the basketball. Hutchins from the deep far corner. Rattles a three in and out, and it goes back in for Miriam Hutchins. A Bruce Reed three. $10 more for Big Blue Boosters. Compliments of George and Chase Hessler at Edward Jones. And here's an errant pass by Rodriguez, taken by Boyd. Boyd to the other end. She'll lay it up and off the mark, but a foul is called on Rodriguez with 4:46 to go. And that is 2 on Rodriguez. Bridget Boyd to the stripe for 2 Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws. Bridget looking to enter the double figure category. First Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw is no good. Wheatland Bakery substitution. Lucy Billingsley in for the Blue Devils for Macy Eggert. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw is up, and this one rattles home for Bridget Boyd. Bridgie with 10 in the contest. 65-40 in favor of Hermiston. Bulldogs in possession. Three from the far side, put up and missed by Pesados. And now a held ball call. Alternating possession favors Hermiston. Wheatland Bakery substitution. Hadley Heiner is in for Bridget Boyd. 4:34 left in the final period. Looping pass for Cherry, stolen by Delilah Franzen, and she is going to be fouled by Cherry. That is 5 team fouls in the quarter on Hermiston. Inners will re-enter the Hermiston lineup for Cherry. And the Blue Devils in mere moments will be shooting free throws. It was the 5th team foul. And it was the 5th personal foul on Cherry. So we will be shooting free throws here in just a moment. Delilah Franzen to attempt them. Your Edward Jones, Hank Warden scoreboard update. Hermiston 65, Wahai 40, 4:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. First Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw for Delilah Franzen. It is up. High arching shot is an air ball. Blue Devils had 10 field goals through 3 quarters. Hermiston with 24 through 3 periods. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw off the mark. Rebound off to Hutchins. Her put back in the lane is no good. And the rebound off to Hermiston, taken by Moreno. Jamie Moreno, far side Casados. Pass deflected near side, taken by Ledesma. Jumper on the way is way off the mark. And the scrum inside, and a held ball is going to be called. The alternating possession favors the Blue Devils. The scoreboard update moments ago presented by our good friend Hank Warden at Edward Jones. You're going to invest, do so with the best. Give Hank a call at 509-240-3948. Far side Hutchins on the wing to Heiner. Inside for Delilah Franzen. The ball knocked away, taken by Hermiston, and then given right back to the Blue Devils. Hermiston dribbling the ball off the foot on that occasion. Here's Mendoza driving near side, and Marielle is going to be fouled in the act of shooting near side. And that foul is whistled on Rodriguez. Her third. And the Tushy transfer to the stripe. First Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw up and good. Marielle Mendoza in the scoring column. And it's 65-41 in favor of Hermiston. 3:56 left in the fourth quarter. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw. Swish for Marielle Mendoza. 65-42 in favor of Hermiston. Here's Moreno driving near side Ledesma. Ledesma going to have the ball ripped away, almost ripped away. It is ripped away by Mendoza. Pass in the front court to Heiner. Heiner bouncing near side for Mendoza. Lay and put up and good! Holy Toledo! Mendoza in transition off a lovely pass by Hadley Heiner. Hadley wanted the assist badly and got it as Mendoza connected on the transition lay-in. An empty possession for Hermiston. The Blue Devils in possession, trailing 65-44. Hutchins from the deep far corner misses a three. Rebound off to Mendoza. Near side for Billingsley. The ball stolen by Hermiston. Moreno off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez front court on the dribble. Bounce a pass inside. Casados in the lane. Well, before she got the ball into the lane, she stepped on the end line, and the ball back to the Blue Devils with 3:04 to go. Wheatland Bakery substitution. Checking into the game is Maddie Oliveras, and she'll replace Miriam Hutchins. Also brought to you in part by our friends Rodney and Kelly Bullington at Oregon Grain Growers, using local grains and ingredients to showcase local agriculture. Oregon Grain Growers, 511 Southeast Court Avenue in Pendleton. 65-44 Hermiston. Bounce pass inside. Oliveras lays the ball up and in off a lovely bounce pass from the near baseline by Franzen. Maddie O for two. 65-46 in favor of Hermiston. 2:38 and counting the time remaining in the fourth quarter. A knock away by Heiner, and she is going to tie up Moreno in the lane. Hermiston will keep the basketball on the alternating possession. A nice tie up by Heiner. She tied up J.C. Moreno in the lane, and Hermiston will inbound on the baseline in front court. 2:34 remaining in the fourth. 65-46 in favor of Hermiston. An errant pass nearly taken by Billingsley, but is taken in the near corner by Inners. Inners gets it up top to Moreno. Moreno will drive into the lane, put up a scoop shot, no good, but a foul is going to be called. J.C. Moreno is fouled on the play, and she is fouled by Lucy Billingsley. The Blue Devils' first foul in the quarter, and J.C. Moreno to the stripe for Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws with 2:25 to go. First free throw, good. Perfect. Hermiston 7 for 11 in the ball game from the free throw line. The Bulldogs lead by 20, 66-46. And the second attempt, also perfect on the part of J.C. Moreno. 18 points in the game. 67-46 in favor of Hermiston. Billingsley bounces it to Mendoza. Mariel's pass deflected. Intended near side for Oliveras, taken by Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the near side. Here's a shot by Inners for three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound off to Heiner. Far side to Mendoza. Now to Heiner. Bouncing on the far side for Mendoza, excuse me. An errant pass, and the ball back to Hermiston. J.C. Moreno in possession of the basketball. Against Heiner. Heiner stays with her, and Heiner fouls her in the act of shooting. Hadley Heiner with the foul. That is her first. And J.C. Moreno, an opportunity to reach 20 points. The first free throw presented by Walla Walla Daily Grind, up and good. Moreno on the cusp of a 20-point performance. 68-46 in favor of Hermiston. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw is a brick off the back iron. Ball was claimed by Franzen. She lost it far side, getting the ball and going in for an uncontested lay-in. From the far side is Inners. 70-46 in favor of Hermiston. Bad pass far side, almost saved in bounds. Good hustle far side by Casados. The Blue Devils will retain. The Blue Devils right now going with Mendoza, Billingsley, Heiner, Franzen, and Oliveras. Blue Devils trailing 70-46. Even with its young puppies in there, Hermiston continues to put the heat on. Oliveras, double team near side, has the ball knocked away and out of bounds by a hustling Hermiston twosome. And the Blue Devils will inbound near sideline, front court, right in front of the Blue Devil bench. That's where Hadley Heiner will inbound the basketball with 1:26 to go. That's in for Billingsley. Near wing Heiner, free throw line to Mendoza. Shot on the way, no good. Off the front of the rim. Rebound off to Ledesma. Pass in the front court to a cherry-picking Moreno, who lays the ball up and in. J.C. Moreno with 21 points in the ball game. 72-46 in favor of Hermiston. A bad pass taken by Rodriguez. Now on the near side, Ledesma. Jumper on the way for three is off the rim, no good. Rebound deflected by Mendoza and out of bounds on the baseline. And the ball will stay with Hermiston. 59 and 9/10 seconds remaining in the final period. 72-46 in favor of Hermiston. Ball bounced in, lay-in put up. That was too easy. J.C. Moreno in to Ledesma for an uncontested lay-in, and it's 74-46 Hermiston. Hermiston still putting up the heat, still very intense on defense. Drive by Heiner, shot put missed, but there for the follow is Delilah Franzen. Franzen with her first field goal of the contest. A bad pass by Hermiston, taken by the Blue Devils. Billingsley, far side to Heiner, near side to Franzen. Franzen drives in, throws it up. No, but a foul is going to be called. With 26 and 3/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And that foul is called on Rodriguez, and it will send Franzen to the stripe for two Walla Walla Daily Grind free throws. 74-48 in favor of Hermiston. First free throw by Delilah. High arching shot is good. That's more like it. Wheatland Bakery substitution. Alexa Moreno into the contest. And she is in for J.C. Moreno. Second Walla Walla Daily Grind free throw for Delilah Franzen. On its way. It's a round and in. She got it. Hermiston up quickly. Ball lost on the far side by Hermiston, taken by Billingsley. Billingsley crosses the midcourt line, pass to Mendoza. They're going to call over and back, and the ball back to Hermiston. Billingsley was double-teamed. The pass for Mendoza. They ruled that Marielle was in the back court when she took the pass, and the Blue Devils turn it over. Hoping now that Hermiston will just dribble out the final few seconds, and they will. Hermiston on its way to victory. Hermiston 74, Wahai 50 is our final score, and we'll be back to the Wahai gym to wrap up our girls broadcast as we step aside for a 2-minute timeout presented by Knocking Point. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Transmission, gearbox, and coolant service intervals range from 30 to 60 to even 90,000 miles. At Walla Walla Transmission, we know that transmission fluid, like engine oil, breaks down at varying rates depending on driving conditions and habits, which can make your vehicle vulnerable to costly transmission repairs. And while transmission repair is our specialty, we want to help you avoid costly repairs with our expert transmission maintenance service. Come see us at Walla Walla Transmission, just north of West